And ultimately, we think 3D simulated meeting, I'm not going to use the D word, but subsequently real-life relationships is going to happen, okay? And we're going to build a platform to support that. We do believe with ID validation and all of this, I'm still very optimistic. I'm just going to have to work with the policy team and safety so we can do dating on Roblox.
Someday we'll have dating on Roblox. And I think a lot of people who might be afraid to go on a real life date might find it easier to have a virtual date to start. And then if they connect, move to the physical world.
The Roblox community is currently facing one of the greatest threats to user safety we've ever seen. As we speak, there are tens of thousands of players participating in games designed for online dating and degeneracy, and Roblox is seemingly letting it happen. Despite online dating, adult activity, and developer inaction against players doing that being against Roblox's TOS, they don't seem overly interested in stopping it. Not only are so many games and devs being let off the hook, Roblox's own CEO has numerous times voiced his desire to one day allow online dating on the platform. Sometimes I sit back and wonder why Roblox does so little to contain this ongoing sickness already on the platform and why they're so optimistic about adding it. How did we get to the point where Roblox wants to add something that they prohibited and the community has frowned upon for well over 15 years? This is something I want to discuss in detail, and to best do that, I think we should go over the recent history of Roblox online dating because it could tell us a lot. How did dating games become so viral that they're able to accumulate millions of visits while violating Roblox's TOS and serving those who break it? Let's try to figure out how Roblox went down this dark path and the plethora of potential reasons why they'd want to allow online dating. On August 29, 2014, a developer by the name of Dark1020 created a game known as Boys and Girls Hangout. It was a simple game featuring morph rooms for boys and girls, a pool, a house, a bar, and a whole lot of broken free models. Despite it being a fairly low quality game even for its time, it was incredibly popular and managed to get over 28 million visits and over 100,000 favorites. If you're wondering how it got so popular, it was because it happened to be the #1 game for Roblox online dating ever at the time. It was infested with online daters constantly, from your typical 123 for a BF type all the way down to those partaking in what we now consider as condo activity. Things were so bad that you'd sometimes even see guests trying to online date by using the roleplay name to chat with people. Excluding the 18+ games of that era, Boys and Girls Hangout was by far the worst game for online dating and degeneracy. Moderation would eventually rightfully take it down in April of 2016 though, proving they recognized it was a problem despite the game not breaking any policies itself. Roblox was capable of taking down innocent games that played host to bad players, however, it did take them a very long time to do so. In that time, Boys and Girls Hangout generated a ton of engagement as seen by the visits and favorites, and also revenue as seen by the items Dark1020 got. Boys and Girls Hangout was a massive front page hit, and it was all thanks to a certain demographic, and perhaps Roblox noticed that. Roblox shut down the game in April 2016 much to the joy of everyone, but hidden in the shadows, a new power was rising. 5 months later, on September 27, 2016, popular longtime developer Alex Neutron announced a new update for his latest hit, MeepCity. Little did anyone know that this simple paid feature would turn into one of the most degenerate and harmful spaces Roblox has ever seen. For 5.5 years, MeepCity Parties would serve as a safe space for many of Roblox's worst online daters and predators. Parties provided online daters with a place that was nearly impossible to take down, where they became nearly impossible to be tracked. There were no Roblox report options for things like inappropriate morphs, signs, or uses of furniture, or anyone using the morphs or creating inappropriate parties. They essentially operated like temporary condos, as they'd pop up whenever its owner was in-game, hidden under the cover of a kid-friendly role game. It should come to no surprise that MeepCity Parties quickly became the new hotspot for online daters, but little did anyone know how big they'd get. During that time, from 2017 to 2020, MeepCity was Roblox's most popular and most visited game ever, being the first game to ever hit 1 billion visits. It got over 13 billion visits during the existence of parties, and while obviously not all of those are from parties, we have an idea of how many could have been. For one, a lot got over 1 million likes on their own, so there's a million different times someone played them right there, and remember, not everyone would like them. However, Alex Neutron actually revealed that under 10% of MeepCity players played parties from its release to at least August 2017. If 10% of players were in parties consistently all the way through February 2022 when they got removed, they would have generated a maximum of 1.3 billion visits. Even just 1% of that 13 billion would be 130 million visits to parties, which were highly populated with online daters sharing or engaging in adult activity. Here are 2 party menus showing the player counts for 9 parties each, and the concurrent user log from Rollimons for the day the vids they are in were uploaded. Obviously not all the numbers are here, and not all are clearly inappropriate, but just going off these numbers, parties probably accounted for around 7 to 10% of players at that time. If 7 to 10% was the average amount from parties releasing to their removal on February 16, 2022, parties would have generated between 910 million and 1.3 billion visits. With what felt like all of the most popular parties being mini soft condos, one can only imagine how much of those visits would have come from online daters, degens, and predators. MeepCity's success proved there was an incredibly massive demographic of Roblox players wanting to online date on Roblox, so much so that some would even pay for it. Inappropriate parties were getting millions of visits, having thousands of players concurrently in them, and they were generating revenue. Roblox knew what parties were, and they eventually knew they had to remove them, but maybe, just maybe, they also realized what they were capable of. On May 17, 2023, Roblox released a blog post called Our Vision for All Ages, where Bazooki discussed his plans for the future of the platform. This seemingly innocuous blog post was where we got our first confirmation of what many had thought and feared for over half a decade. Roblox's CEO David Baszucki said Roblox could one day include virtual dating, confirming the belief that Roblox was in favor of online dating. The outrage was severe, but Roblox carried on with their plans as on September 8th, 2023, at RDC 2023, Bazooki once again announced his plans to allow dating. This time he provided more info, like it being planned to drop within the next 5 years and it being available to 17 plus players in 17 plus games only. Those in attendance awkwardly laughed it off, but the public took it far more seriously, causing one of the largest protests against anything Roblox has ever done. Next to nobody was happy about it, and they weren't afraid to voice their displeasure, which eventually got picked up by mainstream social media news too. There was nearly no support for Roblox's plan to allow online dating, and it obviously created a PR mess, yet Roblox still pushed for supporting it. Bazooki said he was optimistic about allowing it at RDC 2024, then brought it up in a podcast a few weeks ago, citing it as a way to help solve a loneliness epidemic. Despite all of the user backlash and PR problems, Roblox still wants to allow online dating for select age-verified users, and it has everyone wondering why. With all of the issues in play, whether it be extremely poor reception or probable severe safety issues, why does Roblox still want to host online dating? One of the potential answers to why Roblox wants to allow online dating probably lies within the success of games like Boys and Girls Hangout and MeepCity. Roblox has seen what happened in these games, we know that for sure, and they've seen others with similar problems like Teddy's and even worked directly with them. Clearly, those games and many others known to have dating issues have obtained millions upon millions of visits and potentially made Roblox millions of dollars too. Throughout all these years, Roblox has seen that the online dating demographic on their platform is and has been gigantic, and sometimes even lucrative. There is a very good chance that Roblox has also realized it's large enough and profitable enough that it's worth pursuing and allowing. Roblox may believe allowing dating for 21 plus users could serve active online daters and bring in new ones, which both grows the platform and adds a legal revenue source from dating. I know it's cliche, but money is very possibly the main incentive for Roblox to one day allow online dating. There are likely other reasons too, like aging up the platform, something they've been attempting to do for years now, or to solve the loneliness epidemic, like Bazooki says. Roblox knows allowing dating is a sensitive topic that brings extreme backlash and bad PR in the press though, yet they're still pushing for it even publicly. Now ask yourself, what would make potential losses caused by extremely negative reception from allowing online dating worth it for Roblox? Roblox is obviously a very corporate-focused company, so I don't think they'd willingly put themselves through the mud to help people not be lonely or stuff like that. Money and growth too are probably the main incentives for them here because they wouldn't be pursuing a PR mess without believing they'd gain something from it. From allowing something new, they're potentially gaining new users and engagements, and from that would come better metrics and revenue. Better metrics usually come with more revenue, and that leads to happier investors, and that makes the stock better, at least hypothetically. Dating may be a ploy to get more users and game revenue, and in turn, better metrics, happier investors, a rise of stock, and more money overall. Who knows, maybe Roblox has already seen how they boost their metrics, and that's why so many of these games are allowed to exist. They've seen the engagements and revenue online dating can bring in, like MeepCity might have gotten 1 billion visits off of it. Perhaps Roblox believes they can replicate that success by legalizing online dating for 21 plus users, and that's driving them to be so devoted to allowing online dating. No matter what Roblox's reasoning may be, allowing online dating on Roblox is a horrendous idea no matter who it's restricted to. We have seen so many issues arise from the Roblox dating scene, including several real-life incidents, yet Roblox is out here pushing for online dating. I genuinely do not believe for a second that dating would be a successful thing, because who on earth is genuinely going to want to date on Roblox? If Roblox allows online dating for 21 plus users, what we'll probably see is either simple dating games where people mostly troll, or hives of degeneracy like MeepCity Parties. Roblox may see the numbers parties pulled in and where a lot of it came from, but may not think about the players being there for adult activities and not just online dating. Allowing online dating would open up the possibility for legalized MeepCity Party or Teddy types of games hidden under the guise of being a 21 plus dating game. There are so many problems that would and actually already have happened from Roblox dating, yet Roblox seems keen on making it a part of their future. The rise of Roblox online dating has been an awful thing to witness, and it seems inevitable that it'll be allowed, but we can still fight against it. We can still speak out against it and its dangers, maybe not so Roblox can know, but so the vulnerable individuals who may fall into the Roblox dating scene can know how bad it is.